and welcome to Cooking with Patty, the dietitian. So this is a test video actually because I haven't done any video for a while. So today, my 2-year-old is getting hungry, so I'm gonna cook some things very quick because if my babies get hungry, she needs to eat very soon. Okay, otherwise she's not gonna be happy. So today we're going to make the pasta, shrimp pasta. Today I'm using the rigatoni. Okay, so I'm putting the hot water in the big pot. Okay, I'm waiting for it to boil. So meanwhile, I'm gonna make the sauce. So we're gonna start with chop up onion. Okay, so I have a half of the onion left from my cooking yesterday, so I'm gonna use it for today. So I just put the about a tablespoon or maybe 2 tablespoons. I think it's about a tablespoon of olive oil in the pan. Okay, so if you want to be a very lean, less oil, so I recommend to use the spoon to pour your oil into the spoon before you put it in the pan, so that way you are sure that you don't use too much of the oil. But in this case, I'm making for my daughter, so I'm not really worried about going to be too much oil. So now let's crank the heat up a little bit. So I like to use the cast iron pan when I make the tomato sauce because that can add the iron to the sauce. The other way to get more iron, since this is going to be seafood pasta dish, so not going to be a lot of iron add to the meal. So but by using the cast iron pan, and with the acid from the tomato will bring up some of the natural iron from the pan into the food. That's a good way to get the iron, right? So chop up the onion and put a little bit of salt. So, and while I'm waiting for the onion to get translucent, so I'm gonna start chopping my tomato. Today I happen to have Roma tomatoes in my pantry, so I'm gonna use it. So use any tomato that you like, or you can even use canned tomato. If you're going to use the canned tomatoes, look for the one that no salt added, or at least should be low sodium. You don't want to have too much salt to begin with, right? So now this dish usually is my to-go dish if I don't have anything to eat or any meal plan in my head, because I usually have these ingredients available in my pantry. So it's a good idea to always have some healthy ingredients in your pantry, just in case you kind of get stuck about what meal you want to give to your family and also healthy, okay, at the same time. So I see that my water starts to get boiling. Okay, I'm gonna season my water. Okay, so the Italian would tell you that when you boil pasta, you want the water to taste like a salt water. So that's what I do. So I'm gonna use about a half cup of rigatoni. Okay. Now let's put some garlic. Okay, in there. So when the garlic starts to smell, let's get some stir. You don't want it to get, okay, maybe a little bit. Okay, way. Now, this garlic smells very nice, so I'm gonna throw in my the thyme from my garden and my sweet basil from my garden as well. And I'm going to put some of the tomato in there so the pan won't get burnt. Okay. And the macaroni is supposed to take about 6 to 8 minutes to boil. So let's set the time. I usually take it out before time anyway, so but I'm gonna take it about 6 minutes. That should be at the same time that we used to cook our tomato sauce. Okay, so I use about 4 of the Roma tomatoes. I like to use fresh tomato in my tomato sauce because it's relatively cheap in any season, and it just gives you so much better flavor. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit of salt and black pepper. Okay, stir it in. So for the more depth of the tomato flavor, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of the tomato paste. Since I'm using the fresh tomato, so I want to add, more tomato flavor to it. If you don't have the tomato paste, you don't have to use it. You just, just the fresh tomato will give you a very good flavor already. Okay. Now, it would take my pot about 4 minutes for my pasta to cook. Okay. Stir one more time. And I'm gonna lower the temperature so to just get simmer. Meanwhile, let's clean up our space. So as you see, the fresh tomato is very easy to cook. By this time, it's already, become a thick sauce. So I'm gonna put the cover in there and let it do what it needs to do. Meanwhile, we're waiting for our pasta to cook. So, like I say today, I would say my kickstart a new video series again. So that's what I want to show basically this is what I usually do when I have no idea what going to cook, and it's very healthy, super easy. Everybody in my family love it. My husband loves it. My baby loves it. Today I'm going to use the shrimp, and like to make it more quick and easy, I use the already clean and deveined shrimp, already peeled, so it's super easy. And my chef friend said that it doesn't matter if you use fresh shrimp or frozen shrimp, because normally when you get the fresh shrimp in the market, it's already been thawed from being frozen from somewhere else, unless you really know your seafood source, or you have the seafood market that they only sell the fresh shrimp. Otherwise, any supermarket, the shrimp that you buy out there, it's previously frozen and it's been thawed before you buy it. So for me, having frozen shrimps in my freezer is very very helpful, because I can pull it out, thaw it, and cook it anytime for this quick and easy meal. Okay, so now it's about 2 minutes for my pasta to cook, so I'm gonna throw in my shrimp in the sauce. So by the time the shrimp is cooked, the pasta should be done, should be ready to go in our sauce. Okay, so I don't want my pasta to be too soft. I want it to be al dente, so I'm gonna try 1 minute before the time that I set. It's quite hard, so I'm gonna leave it alone for another minute. Now, the other way that you can, you can make your dish more healthy is add any vegetable that you like in the sauce. That's how my daughter likes it. Maybe I should do that. It turned out that I don't have any mixed frozen vegetable in my freezer, so I'm not gonna put anything. But you feel free to put any frozen broccoli, frozen green beans, or any mixed vegetable that you have to add it to for a more nutritious meal. A lot of people ask me, like a lot of my clients ask me, so does it matter if I use frozen or canned vegetable? Nutrition-wise, it doesn't make any difference. But a lot of people prefer the fresh one because it tastes better. Like myself, I like to use the fresh vegetable because it gives the flavor, it tastes better, it's crunchy. That's the reason why I like to use the fresh vegetable. But a lot of time I use frozen one too because the fresh one is not available or not in season. So, any way that you can get vegetable, right? So it doesn't matter. So just make sure if you use the canned one, like make sure there is no salt added or low sodium version or if you have the one, whatever you have, make sure that you wash it. You rinse it and wash it with the water very, very well before you use it to wash off of that preservative and salt before you add it to your meal. So that way you can decrease the salt content from the vegetable. I think this is good. This is like al dente, so I'm going to turn off my heat. And I'm going to throw in the pasta. A little bit of the pasta water, and crank up the heat a little bit. I'm gonna let the pasta absorb the sauce a little bit, and at this point you can turn off your heat because the pasta is gonna continue to cook in your sauce a little bit. So that's why cook the pasta to al dente or even a little bit before al dente texture. Al dente mean the al dente, the Italian word for touch to tooth. I think that's what I remember. So meaning that it's a little tougher, but for me I prefer al dente because it's make it tastes better. I don't know why. Okay, let's try. At least that's what Italian prefers. Okay. Very good. So now, let me show you my creation. Maybe turn off the light. So this is my shrimp pasta. Quick and easy and healthy, if you like it, you can follow and try. So I think that's it for today. Enjoy your lunch, your happy, healthy life, and I will see you again later.